Hi George, Tim asked me to make a video showing you how to make napkin flowers, so this is the first time I've ever tried this, so hope it's okay. Your napkins generally come 40 centimetres square, but I've got other sizes as well. It just depends on what you can find, and they are, well, this is an IKEA one, this is 3-ply, so you've got within the napkin itself 3 different layers which you're going to need to pull apart later. To cut them, trim off the folded edges on both sides. I've been making 3 different sizes: small, medium and large, and I'm also doing large in doubles. It's quite easy to cut the small and the large, but the medium's a bit tricky, so forget that. So once you've cut your folded edges off, for a large one, just cut it in half, and for a small one, cut the large into quarters. Now, to make a flower, you take one section of 3-ply for a single large. If you want to make a double large, you can take 2 sections of 3-ply. And what you do is concertina fold the short edge, which you can't see here. There we go. The folds need to be roughly a centimetre, but they don't have to be even, they don't have to be all exactly the same, because when it puffs up into a flower, the more randomness there is, the more different they all look, and the more realistic it looks. Not that it looks that realistic because they're paper napkins, but I'm doing my best. Okay, so once you've got your concertina, pinch it in the middle and get a small length of thread. I'm using green for this because it's not going to show up so badly later on. So it'll let go. One piece of green thread, wind it around the centre twice, and then tie with a double knot. Quite tightly, because it's easier if it doesn't shift about too much. But don't pull it so tightly that it's all puckered, because then you'll find it harder to spread them out. So what you should end up with is that. This is the fun part, spreading the 3 layers apart. Not all napkins have 3 layers, some come 2-ply. It should say on the front what they are. Use a plain colour because it looks better as a flower. So taking each one individually, you can tell when you've got a single layer when it's almost see-through. It's quite fine. If it's more opaque, then you've still got more than 1 layer. Sometimes you'll find you get 4 layers because you've picked up 1 too many. Doesn't matter. Makes for another different flower. So if you puff the layers up individually on each side towards the centre, if you get a napkin that's smaller than 40 centimetres, you're probably not going to be able to get a smaller size out of it. I mean, these pink ones I'm only doing in half, and whilst the purple ones I can get smaller out of them, I can't get too much difference. The IKEA ones are nice and easy because the layers separate quite easily. Some of these, I mean, these are welded. So once you've done it, if you just get hold of the threads and just push the layers down towards the bottom or towards the top, whatever. And there's your flower. And I need several hundred, so if you're interested, then fabulous. Thank you. Bye.